these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. I put it in 10, now I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. Put it in 10, now I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
Let's go, baby.
Ball up to the 30. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. These two teams squaring off here in week one. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. Second and 10, it's McSorley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Woods, the intended receiver. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, you. Yo, Jackrabbit.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Set, 8-B. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ready, break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, orbit.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Sam off.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Rip left, rip left.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey! You got nothing. Over. Alert 3. 8. Mike's 50.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
On the double.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, exit. Exit thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 55.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We go. 70, Indy.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Check the backer, check the backer. Out. Express! You gotta get moving, man.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Rams' 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Gun.
Hey, watch it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Watch the block. Motion. Block. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 58 to Mike, 58.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Aaron Donald with a sack. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McSorley from the shotgun. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
We go. 10-2 stuff. We own it. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, team 6.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? Game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. McSorley, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A minute 52 to play until halftime. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Play action. It's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's a baby side. Slam.
Great.
Shit. Slam.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
20.
Slam. 8. Mark 50. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Hey, Mike's 50.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set. Great 88. Great.
Check 37. Hey, check. Mike 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the air.
Here we go.
Here's McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Gun. 20.
Come on. 58, Mike.
What is it?
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Throwing is McSorley. Going up top for Cup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively, accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That's it. Ready?
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Check, ready?
58's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our round.
Gun.
61. Max box. Mike. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Cut. Check nickel.
Great.
They fake the give. Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey! Mike's 50. You must be getting tired of seeing Echo. Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
McSorley sets to pass. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now McSorley. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Switch up.
Yeah.
Mike, 56.
Hey, Echo.
56. So we got man. Mike, 56.
Yeah.
McSorley once more looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a party now.
Kill, kill, kill.
Check 26, check 26. 20.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Watch the slant.
Now on 2nd and 16. Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 6 guard. 22, check Bubba. 22, check Bubba. Check 99, check 99. Express.
McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. We often with Cam Newton. Talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Check. 51's the Mike.
Gun.
Off play action. Newton. Dancing to his left. Yep, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 180.
58's the Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Under 10. 10.
8.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Right there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike's 50.
I got you, punk. 8.
Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Newton got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What is it? 51. Stop. Gun. 20. Check hot route. What is it?
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10. Newton again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They go play action now with McSorley. He gets it to Gurley, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's McSorley to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd of this. As their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Yep.
What's the run? They're running it. Mike 5'9".
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Another try after the first down sack. McSorley, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Box drop.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run with McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3 down, 3 down.
Gun. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Danny. Switch.
Gun.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9. Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
Ready?
line.
Ready?
It's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming crowd. Pick it up.
Great.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's checking. He's hop up. Kill. 36.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. First down and goal to go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Tanner Rapp, who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, Zoo. 60 Pittsburgh.
Silver. Mike's 56.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. McSorley being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
56 to Mike.
General West.
Check 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
To
throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. McSorley from the shotgun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Ready.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
Great. Ready.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season.